Hello everyone, Espurr here. Now, what is today? We have a game on Rainmaker Gorge where we're watching the T-Tech. Looking at the comps, you guys have a dynamo, they don't have an anchor. Let's see. The brush can very easily push the dynamo if they have a zipcaster and if the dynamo is positioning poorly. So you do want to make sure that you're watching the brush whenever they pop their zipcaster. Aside from that, they slightly outpaint you, but it's not by a terrible degree. You'll be fine. And let's go into the game. And they slightly outpaint you because with Fizzy Bombs, Machine is paint positive. Let's see. I think Brushes paints a little bit more than Dynamo. I actually might be wrong. Yeah, you're fine on paint. Team's fine on paint. Let's see. Looking at here. Get forced out. You can back up here. That's fine. You're just painting around. You didn't have to push in like that. I think, okay. You pushed in a little bit, trying to get someone, but pushing in that little amount wouldn't have actually done anything. And then the Ink Strike forces you to push further, which just meant you died. Anyways, there's only 2 alive. 1 just respawned. There we go. In you go. In here. In you go. Yeah. Now push in, push in, push in, push in. Now's not the time to pop the Ink Strikes. Yeah. So, if you really want to pop Ink Strikes, what you should have done is you should have spread them out so that they would have completely inked the, like low ground area. That's what you should have done. You had momentum here. The thing you should have done though, is to just push in normally, because you had momentum, and there was only like 1 guy alive. That's T-Tech. If you were to push him from the right, you would have been fine. But if you wanted to pop the Ink Strike, you should have spread them out. Let's see. Here. That's bad. You gotta just paint around and like paint in front of you, all that stuff. Make sure they can't push in all too easily. There you go. Take out this guy. Well done. And there's a brush. Can you take him out? Dynamo got him. Alright. I do want to mention, so how that guy got there is by jumping in. You could have seen it if you were being a bit more attentive, by the, like, a little streak of, what is it? They made like a line going through the air, and they made a splash and they landed. There was no way we were going to actually kill that guy. You should have, when it comes to defense, you don't want to dive in. That is the worst thing you could do. Diving in on defense just means you're feeding. Instead, what you want to do is you want to hold, grab your special, and then push in with your special. You got a kill here, and you're about to get this guy, but I'm gonna be honest, you're only afforded the space to kill the Rainmaker. You are always going to kill the, I don't know, whoever you killed. I think it was the Machine. But I don't think you were going to kill the Rainmaker, and the only reason you did that was because someone else was ink striking you, and giving you the space to do that. So, but onto my original point. Like, why would you push in with your normal weapon when you can push in with your super weapon? That's why on defense, you hold and paint for a special, so that you can get your super weapon and push in when you're really strong. That's why you have specials after all. They're used to, okay, well, push in and also break defenses. Alright, you could push in like this, but you did it pretty poorly. If you wanted to push in like that, you either had to go really hard, or you had to not do that at all. Doing neither just meant you died. Anyways, here you just need to paint to make sure that the Rainmaker can't push in all too easily. Paint the right, paint the right. No, you do not want to drop. Okay, now you're just in a bad spot. Yeah. Giving up that top left was pretty bad, to be honest. Let's see. Because what that did is it made it so the enemy could really easily kill you. And the worst thing to happen at that moment on defense is for them to kill you. Could kill them that. Take them out. Alright. And now, what are you doing, Slosher? Are they? Okay, here I think you should have unironically jump off the cliff. Okay, Slosher's just throwing. The reason why I'm telling you to jump off the cliff is so that it will just reset and go back to the middle. Because let's look at this, what's going to happen. They're probably going to die here. Yeah, they do. The Rainmaker does die here. Here's the thing. So someone still died here. It's just a matter of if the Rainmaker ended up in your spawn or in mid. Okay, but the Slosher's still throwing. Yeah. Yeah, there's no winning this. You're really annoying, aren't you? Yeah, unfortunate. Let's see. Can you take this guy out? You trade. It wasn't a good fight, but at the same time, they're just throwing. There's not really. You kind of have to move in. It's the end. Unfortunate. I would recommend blocking the guy who threw, so you don't end up fighting with or playing with them again. I think there is a report feature. I'm pretty sure you can report people for throwing as well. Let's see. Though what I would recommend from watching all this and all is, I think the biggest thing, there's two things I want to mention. The fact that you put your ink strikes all in the same area, because they're all just denying the same area. Throwing 3 ink strikes into one spot is just as effective as throwing 1 ink strike in one spot. If you spread them out, then those 3 ink strikes are acting as 3 ink strikes. Now, the other more important thing I want to mention is that you need to know for defense, you need to hold, you need to slow down, so that you can grab your special and then push in when you're strong. You don't need to flank around. You don't need to dive in. In fact, diving in is what's going to get you killed. Because if the enemy's having a good, solid, strong push, they're just going to kill you when you dive in. Unless there's a ton of specials being popped and displacing them. You pop your specials and throw it at them so they can't shoot you when you dive in. Yep. Yeah, okay. That'll be it for me today. See y'all.